Hey guys, it's Will from Will's Fifth Quarter Special, and we are going to be releasing a new episode pretty soon this afternoon, so I'm on the works for that for each of you to enjoy, episode 51, featuring the resurgence and early great season start of the 5-game winning streak young Chicago White Sox team. But this video is especially attuned to our new additional original segment that I invented to join Will's Sports Movie 1 on future Will's Fifth Quarter Special episodes. This is going to be a walkthrough video connected with Will's Fifth Quarter Trivia, and I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. This will also be on our YouTube channel and various social media outlets. This will be right on our website, actually, on willsfifthquarterspecial.com when you see the webpage, Will's Fifth Quarter Trivia. So this video will be at the top of that page to kind of help you guys through. You know, this is a new style of trivia, and I've gotten a lot of positive and helpful suggestions from various listeners, fans of the show, supporters of the show, and I appreciate that. And this is something that was done in a past Facebook Live, if you guys have already seen it. If not, I recommend checking out the YouTube channel or through our Facebook timeline. But it'll be on our YouTube channel as every video, live content, video, or social media thing is from this show. So, now, this is a new style of trivia. I understand where you guys are coming from, seeing it from your side as fans. And this is not just your basic, trivia with, classic sports trivia. And the reason that this is the way it is because I wanted to start something new with this show, new trends, new ideas. And I feel like this is something that'll take time to develop and, as every new thing does. And I hope each and every one of you will join us on that journey. I feel like this can be a really special addition to the show. I'm very excited about this addition to the show. So I'm going to put myself in your guys' shoes. We're going to use the test question that was done on the test run before this was made a segment during Memorial Day weekend, if you guys remember that. So I'm going to walk you guys through. We have 5 listening outlets, and we're going to be using one of those today to go through this walkthrough. And of course, if you guys see this video, have any questions, there's a comment section on our YouTube channel, so it's free subscription. Reason it's our subscriptions are free here is I want each and every one of you to have the opportunity to enjoy all of our various sports content options and all the many things we try and put together for not just myself to enjoy, not just the co-hosts and the guest appearances, but each and every one of you sports fans. So we're going to be using one of those outlets today. I'm going to walk you guys through, like if I'm one of you fans trying to, you're seeing the video for the first time, you just heard the episode, giving the question, announce, and the first clue and the second clue. We're going to give you guys a lot more time throughout the week, because everyone's busy these days, everyone doesn't have a chance to check it out at the same time. So we're going to give you guys a pretty good run of the week to do it, and the nice thing is, it's like you're in school. Sometimes you might get it the first clue, second clue. Doesn't matter. The point of this segment is just for each and every one of you to enjoy what we have to offer, and that's the history of our podcast here. And it's still growing. We're doing episode 51 today, but there's going to be much more to come. I'm going to be doing this show many, many, many years to come, as long as I'm on this earth, and that will never change. And we are trying to continue to build it in the best way possible. In this segment, I believe can do so. So I'm going to be stating the test question like before, and it's almost like a scavenger hunt and trivia combined. You're using the clues in a fun way to kind of find it yourself. And maybe if you find that episode, you're like, hey, I'm a big Bears fan. I like that what they did on that episode or that guest appearance, and it gets new listeners involved into, as well as current listeners, into the history of the show when it starts, and I think just brings it together in a special way. So here is the walkthrough we're going to do with Will's Fifth Quarter Trivia. Alright, so I'm going to turn my camera. I'm still here with you guys, but I'm going to turn it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to be using my iPad today as an example. So we are here on my homepage. So we're going to go to Apple Podcasts. So a lot of people listen to through the various options on their phones, iPads, Apple Watch. Various options are available to listen to stuff. So you can see here I am at Apple Podcasts. Now this will be similar style to SoundCloud. SoundCloud is actually better access compared to these options through your browser. The iTunes option here at Apple Podcasts, it can also be found on the iTunes Store, free option. So like if you're searching for a video to buy, back in the days when people didn't do it on their phones or iPod Touches, they would do it from the iTunes on your computer or your Mac, whatever computer you're using, browser, and you can search it that way as well. And this is one of the options. So what I'm also trying to state is if you guys have questions of how it looks on Spotify or iHeartRadio's podcast directory, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, for those of you that might use different options that we offer for the listening options of our episodes of Wheels with Core Special, let me know in the comment section of this video, whether it be on our Facebook profile, William D. Farlow, a comment during the video you guys want to reach out and ask about, or just in terms as well of on our YouTube channel, or just please let me know, and I'd be more than happy to kind of direct and show the similarities, or I could even do it from that option. Whatever helps you guys be able to connect in a better way with how the segment runs. So we're gonna click right here, Will's Fifth Core Special, and as you can see, it's kind of like what I tried to describe in the video with the first clue. So as you guys know, there's a video that's done after the episode comes out, and we try to do it in that form as well for people that aren't able to tune in the episodes but still try to support us through our social media and our live streams, which we also appreciate as well. But going back to it here, we are looking at the list of episodes. So anyone that's used Apple Podcasts before, and if you haven't, there's a beautiful button down here, and it can be used for any podcast. You click, so I'm going to go back here so you can see it again. Feel free to give us a free rating, any type of thing, what you guys think of what you hear. We always appreciate that. That helps us to continue to grow the show in the best way possible for the future of the podcast here at Wheels with Core Special, and also for more things you all can enjoy. So I clicked on this button down here, so you get to go to previously played. So it'll show the ones you've listened to previously. So you can see the ones I've been listening to before putting episode 51 together this afternoon. Prep for it, and I love listening to the show as well too. So we're gonna click on see all episodes. Now you can see all the listings. So we're at episode 50. You can go all the way down, and you're gonna see episode 1, done on December 21st, 2017, as you all know, when the show first began. So you can see all the episodes, and these options for apps with the podcasts and directories that they hold for every podcast to join in, as we did Will's Fifth Core Special here. As you can see, you can click on this button. So I'm gonna go back to it so you guys can see a little closer. There's a details option. So see, it's got the date when it came out, the name and title, there's a description though. So every time you guys see me put an episode up, there is a description that is put with the episode. So you guys can kind of see here, what's happening in the segments, who the guest appearances or co-hosts or co-host, and you guys can kind of see what's talked about, how we close the show. Just because sometimes, it's like when you're reading a book, you have the table of contents to follow, to see what part of the book you're in. And the same is done with podcasts, where you can see, timed or, little by little in segments where each part is. So the question, if you guys remember from the Memorial Day weekend test run we're going to use today for this walkthrough, is it was 2 parts. So you had to name the episode and the player name. That's obviously a lot harder of a question than we're going to start with for a while with these trivia questions, just to kind of get the segment moving forward, and as well for each and every one of you to kind of gain understanding of this new trend of trivia we're starting, and in terms of being able to figure it out. And I am going to go to this one. So we're at the top here. We're going to start at the top. So you guys just heard the episode. Let's say it was a new episode just came out, and you heard this on Memorial Day weekend, all the video stuff. So it was which episode and what was the name of the player of the first ever player interview that was featured in the history of Will's Fifth Core Special. So it was 2-part, but we're still going to be using this as an example. I think it really fits. So we're looking at the iPad right here. So what you're going to do is the first clue was it was a volleyball player. It was an Illinois State sport. So right there you can remember, okay, we cover the Redbird Sports Update now every other episode, but before, if you heard the earlier episodes, we covered that Redbird stuff as a whole collegiate segment, Illinois State University Athletics, because that's where I was going at the time. I was a college student when I started this show, guys, so developed a new demographic with that. So you're going to think about that. Okay, so you're probably wondering at first, okay, how do I find that on here? That's a lot of different options with all the episodes. Yes, that's why we do the other few clues as well. So you come up the next day and you hear, okay, here's clue number 2. It was a volleyball player. So right there, that kind of helps you narrow it down, because we've covered for Illinois State sports, softball, men's and women's basketball, volleyball, football, and baseball. So we cover those various outlets for Redbird Athletics still. And then you're going to get another hint. So the other hint was her brother was Fred VanVleet. So I know those hints are kind of vague, but what you want to do is you're going to scroll through, and a lot of people got this one pretty quickly, I remember. So, you remember, okay, we covered volleyball a few times. We covered it numerous times on episodes. So you can go, okay, let's see, maybe it's 13. You can see we're talking, no, that's the Bulls. Okay. So then you get another.
Making that trade to Tom Michaels over at Seattle in this one, and your player, and he goes.
Okay, so you could find it out that way as well if you guys just saw. Press the button, listen to it, and there's various ways, guys, to try and figure this out. So looking at it again, you get the other clue, and I gave this clue during the live stream, the date it came out. So kind of like what you guys saw with the first ever Will Smith Core Trivia, I gave out the date so you guys can kind of match it up with the episode number. As you can see, it's got the date, like for example, when this one came out, episode 19, October 5th, 2018. So you were given the date September 4th, 2018. So that's the additional I'm going to give for this walkthrough so we can try and find this together. So, okay. So you're going to look for that date. And it's right here. Okay, so now we're going to use the clues that have been already given. Okay, so it was an Illinois State sport that this first ever player interview was featured on. Okay, so you see, following the interview, Will and Anthony talked the hopes for continued success for the Illinois State volleyball team. Okay, so actually that shows 2 of those clues. So it was a volleyball player, and it was a Illinois State sport. So right there you can see, okay, there's 2 of those clues right there, right here. So you can kind of see, it states, this was with Anthony Ferretti, our guest appearance for that episode and co-host, and then you see the clues. So right there, Illinois State volleyball. So there's your first 2 clues. And then right up there, September 4th, 2018. So you're going to see, okay, what is the episode number? So there's your first answer of the 2-parter, episode 17, September 2018 right there. So you look at it again, and it also shows, I also mentioned who it features. When it features an interview, guest appearance, when you guys have seen when we had Don Cooper, Mark Rohde, whoever the guest appearance was. We state that name so you guys can kind of follow, okay, this is who we had on with us, the big interview part of the show, that type of stuff. And if you look at the first sentence, it says 17th episode of Will's 5th Quarter Special features the host Will Farrell and his guest co-host Anthony Ferretti, and it's featuring a guest appearance from Illinois State volleyball player Lexi Varga. Now, I can kind of understand the way this was done Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, it was a test run, so we worked out the bugs, and that's what we're continuing to do here. To, as I said, make sure this is a new trend of trivia that starts on the right foot with each and every one of you sports fans. And hopefully you guys can enjoy it in your own way. And you can see Lexi Varga right there in the first part. So there's 2 of your answers. So that's kind of, I'm going to turn the camera back, how that will work. Hopefully the video will help, because I know personally when I see videos of things, I'm a visual learner, guys. Thing about your host and creator there. He's a visual learner. So that kind of helps me get an idea of just in terms of how to put the pieces together. So like I said, it's a bit of a scavenger hunt style trivia. It's different and it's new, but I hope this video really helps with, you guys can try it on. I recommend trying it with our new trivia question that we're going to have today. It's going to be a little bit simpler style like the first one was. It's going to be different though. It's going to be themed a little bit to our episode, and hopefully you guys can run with it. And it doesn't matter if you're on the train, heading home from work, whatever time. We appreciate any support you give to the show and interest, whether it's listening, reading, or watching. And I hope that when you guys have some downtime or have a chance, please check out this video before trying the question. And, that way you guys can kind of see how I did it, the way we try to perceive that it can be done. And a lot of people figure out the answer in their own way. And what I recommend is you also can put the answer in our comment section. So this post will be up, throughout the week for a long time. So if you see a trivia question, send an answer to it when we post our Facebook Live after the episode's up later. So it'll be later this afternoon, and should be around before dinner time is the plan. Before 4 or 5-ish, we will be doing the Facebook Live. So right around 2-ish, 3-ish o'clock-ish. And where I'll be giving, the question the way it was in the episode 51, and, the first clue, like you guys can hear on the episode. But it'll be visual as well. So once you guys see that, you can leave the answer if you already think you know what it is in the comment section after you figure it out. You do that in the videos of when the additional clues come out, and when later in the week, towards the weekend, when we do the answer reveal. So I appreciate each and every one if you're tuning into this video, if you just saw it live, or you're seeing it on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page here and our profile, or seeing it somewhere else. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I look forward to what you guys think of episode 51. It's going to be a new guest appearance today. Future episodes are going to feature more different people. We love the very sports perspective. So this video is the first of many walkthroughs I'm going to do. I'm going to try and do some videos throughout the next few weeks with the other listening options, because I know people, like I said, will probably use different options depending on the phone they use or where they listen to it. So we're going to try and put that together for each and every one of you. So this is Will Farlow from Will's Fifth Quarter Special, saying so long from this walkthrough of how to do Will's Fifth Quarter Trivia. And I look forward to seeing you guys on our Facebook Lives and other live streams down the road. Hope everyone enjoys their day. Stay safe. And when the fourth quarter buzzer sounds, you turn to us for your fifth quarter sports talk. I'm Will Farrell saying so long from this special Will's Fifth Quarter Trivia walkthrough edition of Will's Fifth Quarter Special.